too afraid to say it, so I shade them in another way. With violet skies and golden doubt, I color everything I can't shout. I blend the pain I can't confess with strokes of hope and tenderness. Each hue becomes a voice I trust to rise from silence, soft but just. I go where the colors never lie, where sadness blooms and tears can dry. I don't need words to make it frown. My soul speaks louder in the blue. They may not see what's deep inside, but I am real where colors hide. They ask for smiles, I give a shade of every fear I've ever made. The crimson ache, the shadowed light, they're all there when I draw at night. I go where the colors never lie, where sadness blooms and tears can dry. I don't need words to make it through. My soul speaks louder in the blue. They may not see what's deep inside, but I am real where colors lie. No mask, no filter, no pretend. Each line I draw helps me mend. The paper knows just how I feel, and in that space I start to heal. I go where the colors never lie, where nothing's wrong and I don't try to be someone they understand. I hold the truth with my own hand. So if you ask me where I cry, it's there where the colors never lie. I sit down with colors in silence near. The worry fades out, my mind feels clear. A page so blank yet full of dreams, a space for hope to softly gleam. No rules to bind me, no lines to fear. I color my truth, I hold it dear. In these shades of calm I find my way, brushing off the noise of yesterday. Every hue a voice, a healing balm. I'm coming home in shades of calm. From brush it dances, the past rewinds. I breathe in peace between the lines. Mistakes don't matter, they're part of me. A messy masterpiece, wild and free. I don't need perfect, just something true. A soul expressed in every hue. In these shades of calm I find my way, brushing off the noise of yesterday. In the hue, a voice, a healing balm. I'm coming home in shades of calm. Let the colors speak what words can't say. Let the quiet guide the brush today. In the stillness I begin to see, this art is how I set me free. In these shades of calm I find my way, brushing off the noise of of yesterday. Every hue, a voice, a healing balm. I'm coming home in shades of calm. Yes, I'm coming home in shades of calm. I was moving way too fast, trying hard to meet the day, but I left myself behind in the things I didn't say. Then I found a quiet space with a pencil in my hand. Didn't know how much I missed, just the softness of the pen. So I sat and I stayed till the lines felt true, and I breathed through the page where her world slows down. Let the rhythm of color erase my doubt. I don't need to speak, I don't need to try. It's enough just to pause and let time pass me by. I don't always get it right, sometimes shadows slip too far, but the page forgives it all, turns the chaos into art. Every color that I choose is a voice I didn't use, and the quiet fills me in like a whisper I once knew. So I trust what I feel, let the silence speak, and I breathe through the edge where the world slows down. Let the rhythm of color erase my doubt. I don't need to speak, I don't need to try. It's enough just to pause and let time pass me by. There's a peace in letting go, in the colors only I know. And for every page I fill, I remember how to feel. So I breathe through the page and I find my grace in the simplest marks that I learned to trace. I'm not perfect now, I don't need to be. I just color a path back home to me. There were days I rushed the lines, tried to force the colors right. Thought if I could blend it well, then maybe I'd be fine. But I stained the page with shame and erased too many dreams, till I learned to let the light fall softly in between. And now I take it slow, one hue at a time. Be gentle with color, be kind with the page. You don't have to finish or feel like a sage. It doesn't need meaning or perfect design. Just hold your breath steady and give it some time. I used to follow every rule, stayed inside the lines too long, till I found that every mess could still become a song. Now I color through the ache, not to hide but just to feel. Every stroke a step I take to somewhere soft and real. And still I let it flow, even if it's slight. Be gentle with color, be kind with the page. You won't have to finish or feel like a sage. It doesn't need meaning breath steady and give it some time. It's not about right, it's not about praise. It's showing yourself you're worthy of grace. Be gentle with color, be kind with the page. You don't have to hurry, no need to be brave. You're doing enough just by holding the line. So soften your grip, you're allowed to take time. Je suis tombée bas, sans dire un mot. J'ai gardé ma voix, tout au fond de moi. Je me suis tue, par peur, par froid. Même perdue, elle ne sortait pas. J'ai pleuré longtemps, sans faire de bruit. Et tous ces instants ont gravé mes nuits. Mais au milieu de ce grand silence, une lumière, une chance. Ma voix est là, même dans les pleurs. Elle ne tremble pas, elle bat dans mon cœur. Ma voix est là, même sans parler. Elle me tient droite, elle me fait chanter. J'ai repris l'encre, j'ai tendu les mains. Chaque mot me manque, mais je revis enfin. Je n'ai plus peur de ce que je ressens. Ma voix m'effleure et va droit devant. Ma voix est là, même dans les pleurs. Elle ne tremble pas, elle bat dans mon cœur. Ma voix est là, même sans parler. Elle me tient droit, elle me fait chanter. Elle était là quand je doutais, elle attendait que je renaissais. Ma voix est là, quand je doutais, elle attendait que je renaissais. Ma voix est là, ma voix revient. Même si je crois qu'il n'y a plus rien. Ma voix est là, et cette fois, je n'ai que cœur. I used to chase a flawless line to prove his messy heart was fine. Erased myself to fit the frame and lost the joy inside the game. But one slow stroke, then one more hue, and something quiet came through. It whispered low, "You're not too much, you've always been more than enough." This is the color of enough, not polished, loud, or tough. A softer shade that says I'm here, without a mask, without the fear. I fill the page without the rush. This peace I feel is more than enough. The palette's full, yet undefined. Got every shade, feels wholly mine. It's not about how much I do, it's how I let the light come through. This is the color of enough, not polished, loud, or tough. A softer shade that says I'm here, without a mask, without the fear. I fill the page without the rush. This peace I feel is more than enough. I don't need praise, I don't need gold to know I've made this canvas whole. A breath, a blend, a healing hue. Is quiet truth, is always true. This is the color of enough, where gentleness meets love. I hold the brush, I hold the light. I color slow, but I color right. No need to rise, no need to bluff. I am, I breathe, and that's enough. I used to live behind the veil, afraid my truth was too frail. But silence never told my tale, so I began to draw. One gentle stroke, then one more. A fragile path across the floor. And in that line my spirit swore, could rise to heal, to soar. I'm just a sketch of light, drawn in soft, defiant white. No friend can hold this flight. I'm blooming in a quiet fight. Don't need to shine like gold tonight. I'm still enough, a sketch of light. But I am not a roaring crowd. I speak in color, soft but proud. A whisper wrapped in flame. I'm just a sketch of light, drawn in soft, defiant white. No friend can hold this void. I'm blooming in the quiet fight. Don't need to shine like gold tonight. I'm still enough, a sketch of light. In every flaw I find my spark. In broken lines I leave my mark. I'm not erased, I'm not erased. I'm art in progress, boldly placed. I'm just a sketch of light, alive in every silent fight. No need to prove, no need to lie. The colors hold my true is right. So if I fade, I'm still in sight. Forever drawn, a sketch of light. Let the mess be shine. Every hue, a little brave. Every mark, a wave I crave. Don't need reason, don't need signs. I just color outside the lines. Pages filled with little dreams, smudged with hopes and quieted themes. Even if I color wrong, it still becomes my healing song. I don't need to fit the mold. I've got magic I can hold. With every shade I dare to choose, I'm not lost, I just play loose. Color outside the lines, let the mess become the shine. Every hue, a little brave. Every mark, a wave I crave. Don't need reason, don't need sounds. I just color outside the lines. Let the world stay black and white. I'll be dancing in the light. If I smudge, I'll smile wide. That's my spirit undenied. Color outside the lines, let the mask become the shine. Every hue, a little brave. Every mark, a wave I crave. Don't need reason, don't need signs. I just color outside the lines. It doesn't shout, it doesn't shine, but something sacred lives in time. A pencil tracing soft and slow, a silence only I can know. The world moves fast, but I sit still and let the color gently fill. This is the shape of stillness, round and wide. A quiet breath I hold inside. No sharp edges, no disguise, just open space behind my eyes. I don't need love to feel alive. I found the shape of stillness here inside. The brush, the page, the steady hand. They asked for nothing, just to stand. No voice to raise, no need to prove. Just patient rhythm, subtle moves. It holds me like a weightless thread, a hush that hums inside my head. This is the shape of stillness, round and wide. A quiet breath I hold inside. No sharp edges, no disguise, just open space behind my eyes. I don't need loud to feel alive. I found the shape of stillness here inside. They chase the noise, I seek the shade, where softer tones are gently laid. And in that calm I finally see stillness has a form in me. This is the shape of stillness, soft and sure. The silence deep, a quiet cure. No applause, no need to win, just grace that settles from within. Let others rise, let others raise. I'll stay right here in this still place. I'm chasing the quiet within, where the noise can't ever win. In every stroke I disappear and find a world that feels sincere. No spotlight, no need to begin, just me and the quiet within. I don't explain where I retreat. This sanctuary's mine to keep, where shades can say what words do not, and peace is found in every dot. No filters here, no rush, no race, just paper, color, open space. I'm chasing the quiet within, where the noise can't have no own. In every stroke I disappear and find a world that feels sincere. No spotlight, no need to begin, just me and the quiet within. They scroll, they shout, they never pause, but I create without applause. This moment's mine. This moment's mine, I won't explain. It's how I wash away the strain. I'm chasing the quiet within, where my breath can start again. With every line I color free, I'm choosing who I get to be. Not perfect, not loud, not thin, just honest, still a quiet within. I don't rush to fill the space. I let the color find its place. No need to finish fast or right. The beauty lives in quiet light. Every page a slow reveal, every hue a way to heal. Hue by hue I build my song, soft and steady all along. No need for perfect, no need for loud. I color beneath the drifting cloud. It takes time to see it through, but I'm becoming me, hue by hue. I used to rush and try too much, erase the flaws, ignore the scratch. But now I see what makes me real is every mark I used to conceal. Let the pinks and grays collide. There's no wrong when you decide. Hue by hue I build my song, soft and steady all along. No need for perfect, no need for loud. I color beneath the drifting cloud. It takes time to see it through, but I'm becoming me, hue by hue. Not every color needs to shine. Some just gently draw the line. Even shadows play their part in the painting of a heart. Hue by hue I build my song, gentle and brave where I belong. There's no map and that's okay, this is my own kind of way. Layer the light in every view. Yes, I'm becoming me, hue by hue. Colors from beneath my hand, shapes arise just as I planned. Brush the paper line by line, moments pause in every sign. In this world of common light, every shade feels warm and right. Watch the magic slowly grow. In the art my heart will show. Whispers drawn in pink and blue, dreams in motion coming true. Flowing gently, stroke by stroke. In this stillness I awoke, in this world of calm and light. Every shade feels warm and right. Watch the magic slowly grow. In the art my heart will show. Every color tells a story, and this one is mine. A chance to let me be myself. I love how things begin to take shape when they're mine. And I know it's not just about what I draw, but who I am inside. I'm just a girl with a pen and paper, no big deal. But I love the way the colors come together, the art that flows from my brain and my hands. Side, 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 side. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Painting by numbers from a photograph. Dogs fold arms like cotton candy, chasing pieces that don't fit. So fall back on your imagination. Take the time to breathe and paint. Let go and start again. It might look crazy, but it stops crazy. If you're mad at me, tell me why. But what I'm doing isn't wrong, I swear. It is so beautiful, so pure and real and free of pain. Shh, don't worry about me. I'll be okay, 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 okay. That's all we need to know. I hope you understand what I mean. Colors bloom beneath my hand. Shapes arise just as I planned. Watch the magic slowly grow. In the art my heart will show. I've been scattered, torn apart, pieces held inside my heart. Words I never dared to say started spilling through the gray. Not in stories, not in speech, but in colors just out of reach. Every mark a secret told, every shade a hand to hold. Draw me whole in lines and light, where the silence feels just right. Every page becomes my skin, letting something deep begin. Even cracked I still belong, even quiet I am strong. So if I break, don't try to fix, just draw me whole with gentle tricks. There were days I couldn't breathe, felt like art was make-believe. But when I let the colors in, that's when the healing would begin. Draw me whole in lines and light, where the silence feels just right. As the page becomes my skin, letting something deep begin. Even cracked I still belong, even quiet I am strong. So if I break, don't try to fix, just draw me whole with gentle tricks. I'm not perfect, never was, but my art forgives, because in the mess, in every scar, it sees me just the way things are. Draw me whole with no disguise, with trembling hands and hopeful eyes. Not polished, not erased, but held in color, soft and laced. Every layer, every part draws the shape around my heart. So let me be just as I am. Draw me whole with your own hand. Chased the lines, I filled them fast, afraid the quiet wouldn't last. But rushing only blurred the view, so I slowed down to find what's true. And in the hush, I saw it clear, the place where peace had drawn me near. This is where the color settles, where the chaos finds its edge, where the noise begins to soften and the fear walks off the ledge. I don't need to paint it bold, sometimes healing soft and slow. This is where the color settles and lets me go. I've learned the shades don't always shine, but every tone still has its time. Even gray has something kind if you don't rush what it's designed. I breathe it in, let go again. This stillness is my dearest friend. This is where the color settles, where the chaos finds its edge, where the noise begins to soften and the sphere walks off the ledge. I don't need painted bold, sometimes healing soft and slow. This is where the color settles and lets me go. Let it blend, let it blur, let it show just who I were. In the space between each hue, I remember how I grew. This is where the color settles, and I finally feel the weight of everything I tried to carry. Fade gently into grace, I don't rush it anymore. This is what my hands are for, to find a piece I didn't know, where the color settles slow. The storm can't take this time. These colors still are mine. The world might come undone, but I won't have to run. I find my breath again between each line and bend. The stillness that I keep is rooted somewhere deep. When everything is loud and gray, I turn the noise to blue and sage. And even when the bright fades out, the quiet stays, I have no doubt. My hands know what to do when I can't speak it through. The page becomes my friend, a space that doesn't bend. No one can take this part, this piece I draw by heart. It holds me when I break, it softens all the ache. Then everything is loud and gray, I turn the noise to blue and sage. And even when the bright fades out, the quiet stays, I have no doubt. No need to shout to feel alive. I build a world where calm survives, where every mark and breath I place creates a gentle glowing space. When everything is loud and gray, I turn the noise to blue and sage. And even when the bright fades out, the quiet stays, I have no doubt. When everything is loud and gray, I turn the noise to blue and sage. And even when the bright fades out, the quiet stays, I have no doubt. When everything is loud and gray, I turn the noise to blue and sage. And even when the bright fades out, the quiet stays, I have no doubt. I used to wait for someone's sign to trace their path instead of mine. But every outline that I chased left empty space I couldn't face. Then one day I drew a line, not perfect but the choice was mine. And in that curve I finally knew who I was meant to color through. I'm drawn to be no more disguise. Each stroke I make is where I rise. of May, I'm drawn to be. The painted white, but not afraid. It welcomes every mark I've made. My flaws, my dreams, my quiet fire are all the lines that lift me higher. I'm drawn to be. No more disguise. Each stroke I make is where I rise. Not shaped by rules, but by my hand, becoming more than they had planned. I'm not a risk, I'm finally free. I'm not just made, I'm drawn to be. This is the self they didn't see. In every color I break free. I used to fade, now I ignite. A living sketch of purest light. I'm drawn to be my truest form in lines of grace in colors warm. I'm not a copy, not a mold. I'm art that dares to break the hold. So let them watch, let them believe. I'm more than made, I'm drawn to be. They rush through pages, chase the bold, but I let quiet colors unfold. A blend of pastel, slow and true. I don't need loud to make it through. My strength is in the way I stay. Brush in hand, I find my way. Soft is strong when I color slow. Let the gentle pigments flow. Every stroke a quiet flame, a silent vow I don't explain. They see peace but they are wrong. This is where soft is strong. No sharp lines to prove I'm tough, just layered shades, more than enough. I trust the pause, the hush, the space, to show the world a different grace. Not every fire has to burn. Some glow inside, some softly turn. Soft is strong, then it colors slow. Let the gentle pigments flow. Every stroke of a quiet flame, a silent vow I don't explain. They see peace but they are wrong. This is where soft is strong. In every shade I let appear, I face the things I used to fear. A brush, a breath, and a steady hand. That's how I learned to take a stand. Soft is strong in every hue. I color brave, I color true. This isn't weakness, it's my way to rise in tones that softly stay. And every time they look too long, they'll see the proof. Soft is strong. The day comes in like a crashing wave. Too many voices I can't brave. The world spins fast, my thoughts collide. So I pick up the brush and I step inside. No need to speak, no need to try. The page will hold what I can cry. I brush away the noise, I slow it down. Let the colors catch me before I drown. Stroke by stroke, I start to breathe. The quiet's something I can weave. This is more than just a choice, it's how I brush away the noise. I used to chase what didn't fit, mistaking chaos for commitment. But now I find a softer thread, a rhythm humming in my head. I blend the blue into the gray and let the rest just fade away. I brush away the noise, I slow it down, let the colors catch me before I drown. Stroke by stroke, I start to breathe. The quiet something I can weave. This is more than just a choice, it's how I brush away the noise. They don't see it, but it's true. Peace comes in lavender and blue. I don't escape, I just return to where the softer moments burn. I brush away the noise, I slow it down, let the colors catch me before I drown. In this quiet, I reclaim my voice. This is how I brush away the noise. Yes, this is how I brush away the noise. Je marche sans bruit dans le vent, les couleurs m'échappent lentement. J'ai perdu la nuit en criant, mais je tiens la flamme doucement. Je me relève encore une fois, même si je tombe très bas, je ressens les bouts de moi. Et j'avance pas à pas, ce sont des éclats de moi, des morceaux que je monte cette fois. Même brisé, je suis encore là. Je suis là, je suis là, je suis là. Et je chante avec mes éclats. J'étends mes silences en bleu, avec des gestes un peu nerveux. Je trace l'absence dans mes yeux, comme un fil perdu dans le feu. Chaque trait soulage un poids, et je redeviens un peu moi. Chaque ligne calme mes pas, c'est ma façon de faire ma loi. Ce sont les éclats de moi, des couleurs que je crie tout bas. Même fêlée, je suis encore là. Je suis là, je suis là, je suis là. Et je pense que je crois. Sur le papier, je respire mieux. Je fais parler les ombres en feu. Les cris anciens deviennent eux. Et je m'ouvre à des cieux bleus. Ce ne sont pas des mots parfaits, mais ce sont les miens, je le sais. Et dans chaque imperfection, je construis ma rédemption. Ce sont les éclats de moi, des morceaux que je peins tout bas. Même brisé, je suis là, je suis là. Je suis là, je suis là. Je suis là, je suis là. Et je brille avec mes éclats. I didn't plan to find it here. A page, a shade, the quiet clear. But something deep inside just knew this was the place that pulls me through. No loud epiphany, no fight, just the slow return of the light. I'm drawn to peace like breath to air, to soft escape from heavy has a cost, a list, a rule, a map I lost. But here I hold my own release. No judgment, only slow increase. I don't rush, I don't defend, I just return to me again. I'm drawn to peace, like breath to air, too soft to escape from heavy care. Every color calms the flame, every life forgets the shame. I never knew what I would need, but I was always drawn to peace. Let the world spin if it must. I found a space where I can trust. Here the silence doesn't break, it holds me softly while I'm away. I'm drawn to peace like tide ashore, and every stroke reveals me more. I don't need to prove or please, I'll simply slowly drawn to peace. Yes, I was always drawn to peace. To blend, to hide, to paint a smile I didn't feel inside. The pages don't ask me to pretend, they hold the truth I can't defend. There's anger in a crimson line, and softness in this pastel spine. Each layer brings a part to light. I'm not just wrong or right, I am every shade. I am bold or faded, soft or grand, from stormy blue to sunlit gold. I draw the parts I used to hold, not black or white, not just a plan, but every shade I truly am. There's grief that lives in dusty green, and hope in shades I've never seen. I color where the silence grows, and name the things nobody knows. I am every shade. I am bold or faded, soft or grand, from stormy blue to sunlit gold. I draw the parts I used to hold, not black or white, not just a brand, but every shade I truly am. I'm not here to fit the frame, I'm here to feel, to break, to claim. So let them, yes, let them stare. I'll be the color hanging there. I am every shade. I am the hush, the flare, the trembling hand. No need to shrink, no need to tame. This is my truth, not just a name. A colorful, I color grand in every age I truly am. They said to keep it soft and small, to never dream to fear the fall. But I was born to break the frame, to find my voice in every flame. They see the stillness, miss the fire, but every mark pulls me up higher. The colors know what I've been through, and still they bloom in something new. Color me me rising shade by shade. No apology, no masquerade. I'm not hiding, I'm not tamed. This is me untouched, unnamed. With every hue I draw my line. This page, this power, it is mine. So if I'm quiet, look again. Color me rising from within. I used to shrink to fit the space, erase myself to steal some grace. But now I feel each inch I see, with bold defiance tenderly. Color me rising shade by shade. No apology, no masquerade. I'm not hiding, I'm not tamed. This is me untouched, unnamed. With every hue I draw my line. This page, this power, it is mine. So if I'm quiet, look again. Color me rising from within. It's not just art, it's how I fight to take back joy, to claim my light. I may be soft, but I am steel, and every stroke is something real. Color me rising, wild and free. This is who I'm meant to be. I don't ask, I don't explain. I show my heart in vivid stain. And when they doubt, and when they stare, I'll still be here. I'll still declare I am the story, I am the sign. So color me rising, bold and mine. So color me rising, bold and mine. I used to sketch a different face, one made of calm, one made of grace. But hiding never kept me safe, it only blurred the lines I trace. Now every shade I lay down true is soaked in pain I color through. Not perfect, neat, or soft and still, but raw and flawed and always will. I'm drawn to be real, not drawn to please, to color past apologies. Each page I touch becomes a part of all the truth inside my heart. I'll never shrink, I won't conceal, I'm not meant to fake. I'm drawn to be real. The smudges tell more than the lines, the tears that blend with pastel signs. They say I'm messy, maybe so, but beauty lives where brave hands go. I'm drawn to be real, not drawn to please, to color past apologies. Each page I touch becomes a part of all the truth inside my heart. I'll never shrink, I won't conceal, I'm not meant to fake. I'm drawn to be real. I won't erase the storm I've been, I'll sketch it all and start again. My colors shout what I won't say, that healing comes in shades of gray. I'm drawn to be real, to feel it all, the joy, the grief, the rise, the fall. I'm not a surface you can clean, I'm made of fire, soft and seen. In every stroke, every reveal, truths I was always drawn to believe. walked through shadows I couldn't name, carried colors that felt like shame. But I found something in the fade, a spark where softer shades were laid. Now I don't run, I sit and see the way light wants to color me. Now I'm tinted with light, not fear, painting peace where pain was near. Every page a second chance, a quiet golden kind of dance. I may not shine, but I am bright in every line. I'm tinted with light. I used to think I had to glow, be bold and loud for them to know. But soft can still be strong and true, and pastels carry power too. I trace my healing stroke by stroke, a silent promise as I grow. Now I'm treated with light, not fear, painting peace where pain was near. Every page a second chance, a quiet golden kind of dance. I may not shine, but I am bright in every line. I'm tinted with light. The world may never see the goal that lives in pages only I know, but in the stillness I believe this soft light will never leave. Now I'm tinted with light, not fear, painting peace where pain was near. No spotlight, but still inside, a soul reborn in a sun or light. I don't need low to make it right, I only need to be tinted with light. Awake with a storm behind my eyes, quiet chaos I can't disguise. But there's a world that waits for me, in pencil lines and shades set free. I don't need to speak to heal, I just trace what I feel. It's every spiral, curve and hue. I find the courage to push through. So I color without fear, let the silence disappear. All my shadows, all my doubt fade as I fill the outlines out. Love's not always crystal clear, but I color without fear. Memories tangle in my chest, some I welcome, some I rest. But every mark I close today turns the ache a softer gray. I hold the blue, I feel the lead, paint the thoughts I've never said. Somewhere in the purple sky, I remember how to try. So I color without fear, let the silence disappear. All my shadows, all my doubt fade as I fill the outlines out. Love's not always crystal clear, but I color without fear. You don't have to understand, just watch this bloom beneath my hand. In every page I leave a trace of finding light in quiet space. So I color without fear, every heartbeat drawing near, letting go with every line, finding strength that once was mine. Love lives softly, ever near. And I color without fear, yes, I color without fear. I used to wait for the perfect start, holding back the voice in the heart. Afraid the lines would all go wrong, afraid my colors didn't belong. But peace doesn't come in black and white. It lives where courage meets the light. So I painted brave, I painted loud. No more hiding in the crowd. Let the colors take the lead. I don't have to rest the speed. Every page a choice I've made. This is mine, and I painted brave. They said to stay inside the frame, though I've outgrown that tidy game. I blend with joy, I smudge with grace. I let my fear take second place. The brush becomes my beating drum, and I don't ask who I've become. So I paint it brave, I paint aloud. No more hiding in the crowd. Let that eyes take the lead. I don't have to match their speed. Every page a choice I've made. This is mine, and I painted brave. Some days I color through my doubt. Some days I shout without a sound. But every stroke a step I take toward a truth I get to make. So I paint it brave, I paint it loud. Even when I'm not allowed, let the chaos find its grace. Only my light in every space. Not perfect, but still on a flame. This is me, and I paint it brave. I used to hide behind the gray, afraid to speak, afraid to stay. But silence turned to painted skies. I found my voice in lullaby lines. The world said, stay inside the lines, but I was born to redefine. With every shade I come alive. One breath, one brush, I survive. I color outside the shadows, fill the cracks with light I borrowed. Each mistake a bold design, each hue a piece of what is mine. No rules, no need to follow. I color outside the shadows. The page forgives what life forgets. I trace my heart with no regrets. The mess is part of what I am, a masterpiece without a plan. I blend my fears with dreams I keep. Lay your hope in colors deep. The fold is loud, but I still know peace is something I can grow. I color outside the shadows, fill the cracks with light I borrowed. Each mistake a bold design, each hue a case of what is mine. No rules, no need to follow. I color outside the shadows. Let the world stay black and white. I'll build my joy in bursts of light. With every line I rise, I heal. Each color says it's safe to feel. I color outside the shadows, make beauty from the bad days. This page, my quiet battlefield, where broken hearts are gently healed. No silence left to swallow. I color outside the shadows. Yes, I color outside the shadows. Not every wound is loud or clear. Some only show when colors near. The brush reveals what words disguise and paints the truth behind my eyes. I used to hide in black and gray, afraid my light would slip away. But every shade I gently place becomes a trace I can't erase. This is the light I leave behind, a piece of peace the world can find in quiet lines and hues that stay long after fear has slipped away. I may not speak what's on my mind, but here's the light I leave behind. They see a page, I see my soul. Each color makes the silence whole. And when I fade or fall apart, these strokes will echo from my heart. This is the light I leave behind, a piece of peace the world can find in quiet lines and shoes that sting long after fear has slipped away. I may not speak what's on my mind, but here's the light I leave behind. It's not about a perfect form, it's how I weathered every storm. The proof is here in every hue of who I was and what is true. This is the light I leave behind, where pain and grace are intertwined, a hidden spark. My page lies blank on the table, waiting for me to bring it to life. A garden made of color swells, and it's mine in every curve. The silence builds like treasure in my hands, but these shades know who I am. The brush is moving like a tide I hold inside. I won't hide my hands, this time I've tried. I begin, I release, every color tells the truth. Shade by shade, finding peace, breaking free from fear and proof. I don't care what they think today, watch the silence bloom. I'm painting it my own way. Funny how the outlines look so small when I'm filling in my truth, and the fears that held me silent start to vanish shade by shade. I trace outside what I once kept contained, each color speaking what I can't explain. No more shrinking, no more holding back the tide. There's a quiet hour I won't hide. I begin, I release, every color tells the truth. Shade by shade, finding peace, break free from fear and proof. I don't care what they'll think today, watch the silence bloom. I'm painting in my own way. My piece is drawn in pinks and stormy blue, a quiet voice in every softened hue. No perfect shape, no tidy line to stay, just rhythm in the mess I've made. I begin, I release, every page becomes my light. Not afraid, not unseen, I'm coloring my fight. Now I glow in my own design. not in the plan, just in the touch of my own hand. So I color the moment stroke by stroke, let every breath feel soft and woke. No need to rush, no need to chase. This little page becomes my place. Life's not waiting to be perfect, just waiting to be noticed. There's beauty in the in-between, in half-filled skies and olive green. A line that leans, a tone that strays, still part of all my favorite things. I don't need it big to feel alive, just space to see the now arrive. So I color the moment stroke by stroke, let every breath feel soft and woke. No need to rush, no need to chase. This little page becomes my place. Life's not waiting to be perfect, just waiting to be noticed. Somewhere in the silence grows a rhythm only I will know. I catch it here in blue and gold, a quiet wonder I can hold. Clear, knowing peace is drawing near. Not every masterpiece must shine, some just mark the edge of time. And when I look back, I'll own it, that I was here to color the moment. I don't tiptoe with the shades, I go wild with pinks and blaze. Don't tell me to keep it neat, I like glitter on my feet. Broke the rules, now I feel free. Every page is loud like me. If I smudge, I won't rewind. Every mark is by design. Color outside the line, you bet I will this time. Let the quiet ones be loud, let the shy ones stand proud. Color me bold, color me bright, let every shade take up the light. No fear, no doubt, no need to hide. I'm showing off my vibrant side. I don't blend, I break the mold. Fill the frame in neon gold. Turn the page and lose control. Go ahead, colors me bold. You can keep your black and white. I was made to shine and fight. My pastels back, attitude soft but fierce, that's my mood. I don't wait to be approved. My crayons come with a groove. If I love it, that's enough. Art should always feel this tough. Color loud, color deep, make the page feel your leap. Let them stare, let it glow. Let your messy magic show. Color me bold, color me bright, let every shade take up the light. No fear, no doubt, no way to hide. I'm showing off my vibrant side. I don't blend, I break the mold. Till the frame in neon gold. Turn the page and lose control. Go ahead, color me bold. They said quiet, I said loud. They said soft, I said proud. Now my paper screams my name, and I never color tame. Color me bold, color me bright, yet every shade take up the light. No fear, no doubt, no need to hide. I'm showing off my vibrant side. I don't blend, I break Go ahead, color me bold. Don't lie like faces do. They bloom in every shade of truth. No masks, no noise, no alibi. I find myself in what I die.